So now that we've learned about flow states, you might be wondering what's the point? And that's a really good question. There's a lot of benefits to flow states, some of which are here. Your positive emotion skyrockets after you are in that state of flow, and that stems from your intrinsic motivation coming out to play versus doing something because someone told you to or for some external reason. You have an enhanced state of calm. You might find that doing that activity or being in that flow state is very satisfying and leads to you feeling very content and maybe accomplished. So you have the state of like, that felt good. That was nice. And of course, as this all relates to living an engaged life, your savoring increases during that time because you're so in the moment that that experience is stretched out naturally. You're living a more engaged life by doing all of these activities. That's the most engaged you can be, being in a flow state, which all increases your life satisfaction, that enhanced state of calm, that sense of accomplishment, and those positive emotions all leads to a more satisfied life. Tips and tricks, as those pop up on the screen in a fun way. There are some questions you can ask yourself if you're struggling with recalling a time that you were in flow. Maybe you've never experienced a flow state. Maybe you're trying to find other ways to slip into that state. Here are some questions you can ask yourself. What did I play with as a kid? Kids are in a state of flow almost all the time. Playing is very, very good for our development and our overall well-being. And you're likely able to slip into flow by recalling things that you did as a kid. You did those things and you were playing those games because you wanted to. There was no other reason. So asking yourself what you did as a kid, what activities do you enjoy doing now? If you have hobbies, maybe you really enjoyed gardening or doing puzzles or solving math problems. And so really thinking deeply about what interests you, what do you enjoy doing. And if you are fortunate enough to recall an experience that you were in flow, reflect on that experience. Really think about your environment. Were you at a cafe? Were you in your own home? Were you in a classroom? Who were you with? What activity were you doing? Was there certain music playing? Was there a candle lit? What was the ambiance? What was the environment or experience really like? Setting up your environment in that way can also help you slip into flow faster. Other tips and tricks. Music can help induce flow. Binaural beats are specific sound waves that are produced depending on the frequency or the pitch. They can help you relax and fall asleep, but also focus and study. So there's a million of them on YouTube, but searching binaural beats and playing those can also help your brain do its thing and slip into that flow state. You can set a timer. That's just one less thing for you to think about if you're thinking that you're going to slip into flow, lose track of time, and be late for something. Setting a timer takes that responsibility out of your own mind and puts it into your phone or a clock. Also, identifying your strengths and using your strengths can really help you get into flow. We are going to talk about strengths work in a future video, so stay tuned for that. Really short summary, how to get engaged, how to live an engaged life. Cultivate that mindfulness, practice bringing yourself back to the present moment once you start to run away with those thoughts, understanding that running away with your thoughts is inevitable, but practicing that gentle bringing back to the moment with that kindness and compassion is key there. You can also practice savoring, whether that's mindful eating, going for a walk, really, really soaking up the sun on your skin as this weather starts to turn, and creating flow states for yourself, picking activities that you intrinsically enjoy doing, finding that balance between the skill and the challenge of that activity, and diving right into that flow state. I hope this was helpful. See you in the next one.